James Adams of TriStateFootball.com here with Coach Noel Rash. Coach, congrats on a big win, 35-0. Two teams coming into this game at 12-1. Both had only lost to a much bigger school in the class system. Any chance you really thought you guys would win this one 35-0?
No. You don't ever go. I'm not a prognosticator or any of that stuff. For me, it's about coaching each down, one at a time. So no, not my wildest dreams. But at the same time, I'm not sitting here on this end of it surprised. Our kids can perform that well, and they've pretty much done it all year. And so it's a tribute to our kids.
Russellville looked really good on the opening drive. Frankly, there was almost just two possessions between yourselves and them, and no score in the first quarter. Then all of a sudden, you guys turned it on. They couldn't keep pace. What changed the game after the first quarter?
It's a question of us getting up. We play so fast, and I think the nerves are playing, and I think they were nervous as well. But I think the nerves and being a little tentative because they've got guys that can go to the house on you at any time. And I think once we figured out that we can handle this, then I think they started playing faster. There was no adjustments. It's the same game plan we started with. So it's the kids. The kids adjusted to the speed of the game.
I thought after the first drive that defensively, you guys started keeping contained way better. I thought your ends played really good. Obviously, you got the shutout. Your whole defense played really good.
Yeah, and you better believe it. When you're in a 4-3 defense, your defensive ends got to be really good players. And I've got 4 seniors that we can plug any one of them in, and if they didn't have different numbers, you wouldn't know who was who.
Offensively, you guys, once you got going, you guys ended up scoring 35 points. You got some short fields, some big special team plays as well. I think I looked at the stats. You had 35 points, 39 plays. Anytime you can have nearly as many points as plays, you got to be pretty happy.
Yeah, I would say, what's that word, efficient? That's pretty efficient. We thought we could win the special teams battle. I told the kids I thought we were 14 points better there. That's pretty high talk, and probably, but it turned out to be pretty close to that, considering what we were able to do. We changed field position. They drove it all the way down on that first possession. We changed field position through special teams.
And then to start the second half, you guys get the kickoff return for a touchdown. I thought going up 21-0 against an offense that wants to run the ball, I thought that was an enormous play in this game.
It was enormous. It deflated them a little bit. Even in the NFL, it's a game of ebb and flow. And when you get that momentum going, that's a hard thing to fix when you're on the wrong end of it. We were on the right end of it, and then we kept the hammer down.
Coach, I think, you see some schools in 1A, their kicking game is so-so. You guys have a great kicker who happens to also score touchdowns tonight.
Daniel Mesher is an amazing young man. I talk about work ethic with this group. Here's a kid that, we practice long hours, and I'm closing up the doors trying to go home on practice nights, and he's out here. We got to turn the lights on for him so he can do all his kicking after we're done with practice because he's such an integral part of our offense and defense. So you see the result of a lot of hard work and a kid with the fantastic character.
You got to believe that if it comes down to it next week, you got to have the advantage. And I don't know, I don't even know who your opponent's going to be yet, much less what their kicking game is. But in single A, Coach, he's one of the better kickers I've seen.
Yeah, he's one of the better kickers no matter what level you're talking about, because he works at his craft and he's got talent. But, I hope so. I haven't seen Hazard won. We know that.
Okay.
But we don't know. I don't know anything about him. We had our work cut out here, and we were one play at a time. So we'll get in the film room, and we'll know a lot about them. By Sunday morning, we'll have a game plan hashed out.
I think penalties were kind of a big deal in this game, too. Russellville had a lot. At one point early in the game, I heard one of your players coming over to the sideline, and he said, they're not disciplined, and it was after a big penalty. Yeah. How big of a difference was that, and how were you able to keep your kids within themselves in this big spotlight?
Well, that's just it. That's one of the things we hammer and are very prideful about in this program is we do have discipline. We are not going to get out of character because that's the kind of stuff that can hurt you as a ball club, and that's tough to do at any age, but especially with 15 to 18-year-olds. And the character of this team showed again that they're going to stay disciplined, and I'm proud of them for that.
You got to be pretty excited to get this group downstate, another Beechwood Tiger team, going to see what it's like to play in the state finals.
Yeah, and there's so many things that feed into that, but this group, this time, this moment is what it's about, and so this senior class and this entire team has got a lot to be proud of.
Coach Noel Rash, congratulations on a huge win, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Appreciate